Hello guys and gals, and welcome! So today we're going to be going over the launch details for Diablo IV. I know I've kind of ignored this for a little while, but I figured everybody already knew. But then I had a bunch of people asking questions about when the official launch times are, and I was trying to see if I could get everything, just succinctly put out for you guys. So we're going to go over this really quickly, and we're going to talk about the launch times and when you can expect to play the game. So this is the official post by Diablo on May 25th. That's when it came out. And they go over all of the launch times. So obviously we get June 6th is the actual launch date for Diablo 4. That is if you pay for just the regular version of the game and you don't want to pay for any of the extra stuff. As you can see here, we also have a global early access launch schedule. So early access to Diablo 4 begins on June 1st at 4 p.m. PDT, which is where the headquarters for Blizzard is located. So as you can see here, this little dot right here, this is basically the headquarters of the Diablo, company, Blizzard, Activision, whatever you want to call it. Now, of course, depending on where you are, it's going to launch at various times. So in California, it's going to be 4 p.m. PDT. In New York, which is Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be 7 p.m. on June 1st. Now, if you're not in the United States or South America, like Sao Paulo at 8 p.m. BRT, it's going to be on the 2nd, so June 2nd. For instance, in London, it's going to be 12 a.m. BST, Berlin 1 a.m. CEST, and Istanbul 2 a.m. TRT. And if you're even further, west or east, further east than that, it's going to be Seoul at 8 a.m. KST, Sydney 9 a.m. AEST, and Auckland at 11 a.m. NZST. So basically what we've got here is that if you're in the United States, it will be on the 1st, June 1st, which is my birthday, by the way. So we're going to have a birthday bash. Birthday bash and Diablo 4 on the same day. Love it. 7 p.m. EDT is going to be pretty late, obviously, even if you're in the United States, and that means we're probably going to be playing all night long. With the exception of California, which gets it easy with the 4 p.m. launch, most of us are going to be playing really late into the night. Even though we're going to start at 7, obviously we're going to be playing a lot longer than 7. London, Berlin, Istanbul, that's literally the middle of the night. Over there in Seoul, Australia, at least you guys are in the early morning, so yeah, you got to get up and see the sunrise, but you'll be able to play the game at a more reasonable hour than the rest of us. Unfortunately, I think Europe is the one that really gets the hose on this because it's basically bedtime for them and they're going to be playing all night long. Either that or they'll just wait till morning and they'll play in the morning when the game finishes. Now, the official launch for Diablo 4 begins on June 5th at 4 p.m. PDT. So for those of you who did not purchase the deluxe or ultimate editions and you did not get access to the early access portion of the game, those of you will be able to play a little bit later, not really that much later, but a little bit later. And you can play on the June 5th at 4 p.m. PDT, which is going to translate the same just on the 5th. So 7 p.m. EDT on the 5th, and then the same thing for the rest of the world, which is June 6th, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., etc. So basically, if you purchase the deluxe version of the game or the ultimate edition of the game, then you have access to the early access and you can play with us on June 1st. I'm going to be playing on June 1st because I'm a streamer and it just makes sense. I mean, obviously I would want to play when the game launches as early as I possibly can because that's just silly not to. Why would I not do that? But for those of you who haven't purchased the ultimate or deluxe editions of the game, this is the launch times for you. Now, I do think you can probably upgrade your package if you wanted to spend the extra 10 or 20 bucks and play a little bit early. You don't have to get the Ultimate Edition to play. The Deluxe Edition works just fine, too. And it's a little bit cheaper, obviously. Honestly, when I was examining the packs, I really didn't see much reason to go with the Ultimate Edition. Didn't really feel like there was much advantage there. Also, preloading Diablo 4. Yes, you can preload the game. So preload will start tomorrow at 4 p.m. PDT, which again is the same exact times as what we have here. So 4 p.m. PDT, 7 p.m. EDT, 12 a.m. BST, etc., etc., etc. So at the exact same time that literally you would be able to play the game, you will also be able to preload on May the 30th at that time period. So tomorrow at about 7 EST, I will be preloading the game. Definitely preload the game. We want to reduce the load on the servers as much as humanly possible. And if you guys don't preload the game, I want to come to your house and I'm going to let my dog lick your face. How about that? And he just ate poop. I will make sure he has poop before he comes to lick your face. And he's a very big dog. You're not going to be able to fight him off. So, get poop licked. No, but seriously, preloading the game is such an easy thing to do that brings a lot of the pressure off the servers because, you know, obviously if we've got millions and millions of people downloading the game on launch day, well, you're going to lag up the servers and cause lots of issues. But if you do it a day before or 2 days before or 3 days before or however many days before that you can, then it's going to be a lot easier on launch day when the few people that haven't preloaded go to download the game. If you're on Windows PC, the easiest way to preload the game is actually to open up your Battle.net launcher. So what you want to do is you want to find your Diablo 4 icon on the list here, and you're going to want to go to the Diablo 4 game, and you're going to click Install. Basically what it's going to do is it's going to have a pre-installation button, and you're going to be able to pre-install the game. For Xbox and PlayStation, as you can see here, you have to actually launch the Xbox store, search for Diablo 4, select download, and you can preload that way. PlayStation, same thing, launch the PlayStation store, search for Diablo 4, select download, and download it through the PlayStation store. So whether you're on the PlayStation or the Xbox store, or PlayStation or Xbox consoles, you have to go to the store to download the game. And on the PC, it's through the Battle.net client. It's pretty easy to preload the game, to be honest. But everybody should do it. Twitch drops. There are quite a few Twitch drops that you can get, and they're going to be going from June 5th to July 2nd, so they won't be starting with the early access of the game. There is a special mount that you can get, the Primal Instinct mount, and I unfortunately have to say that I don't have access to that. That is an affiliate and partner option, and I am no longer an affiliate with Twitch because I disabled that so that I could dual stream. It's against Twitch's contract to be able to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and I wanted to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I disabled that. So I will have access to the other drops. There's several drops on the list besides the Steed that you will be able to get, but the Steed is the only one. The Primal Instinct mount is the only one I probably won't be able to get you guys, and that's just because I don't have access to that. However, all the other stuff, the cosmetics and the weaponry colors and stuff, and the back slot and whatnot that you can get access to, you should be able to get access to all of those through my channel. I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, there's going to be a forums, so if you want to participate in the forums and post bugs and things like that, or shout out to the Twitter account that you have a horrible experience and tell them to give you free stuff. I mean, I don't know what it is that you want to do, but they have multiple ways that you can get in touch with them, obviously. All in all, I'm really looking forward to Diablo 4. We're going to have a lot of fun on launch. Make sure that you guys got lots of snacks. I've already got some of my snacks ready. I've got my healthy salted pumpkin seeds. These are very good for you. I also have a big bag of beef jerky, which I highly recommend because beef jerky is very good for you because it's high in protein. All right, and it's not even, I'm not sponsored by Old Trapper, but Old Trapper, if you feel like it. It's high in protein, and what it does is it prevents you from snacking all the time. The protein helps you feel full longer and keeps you from binge eating while you're playing. It's a very nice, nutrient-dense, type of food that you can snack on while you're playing video games, and you don't have to worry about like getting super fat with it, because guess what, it doesn't really have a lot of carbohydrates to it. It's pretty much all protein, and it's pretty much keto, although some of the more keto jerky has no sugar whatsoever, but even this is only 5 grams per serving, which is next to nothing. Get yourself a lot of water too. You don't want to get dehydrated while you're playing. Drinks are definitely a must. I usually go with some nice ice water, but I mean, whatever whatever drinks you need. Just don't get dehydrated while you're playing, because we're gonna be playing for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Who am I kidding? Let's just take away hours and let's just switch to days. Days and days and days. I literally took off vacation time for this. So we're going to be playing pretty much nonstop for like 2 weeks. I don't even know. Like just 2 weeks straight of literally just Diablo 4 madness. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, even when I'm just going over launch times and snacks with you. And as always, keep watching.